What has he got up his sleeve? Elise
It's
for Lahens.
yeah, Elise support. We've been seeing this played a good amount. And honestly, this probably makes sense as a good lane in Renata. If you land the cocoon, like one of the things that Renata struggles with, the reason Blitzcrank is a good pick is like longer range engage. If you have to run into it, it's problematic, but if you throw the cocoon, you can throw a full combo. A lot of burst damage between this bot lane of Nongshim. We'll see with the mid lane pick. And they're going for the Smolder. So, you know, this is a team composition where you have a lot of early power, and they're like, you know what? Let's slam some insurance in. Let's get coverage for the late game.
Yeah,
That
and
is what
got
Smolder is.
you got 2 layers of fire. You know, Rumble drops his ult on top of a CC target. Now we got Nocturne on the opposite side. But yeah, you drop that, you drop Mom on top of that, right? You just get a bunch of layering damage.
Probably was a better experience than you only had this.
Yeah,
No one wanted to see that.
yeah. Well, guys, we got game number 1. Let's jump into it now.
I think Elise is that champion. You can see them zoning Morgan away from XP and also chunking him out a bit. So really setting up for a potential dive later.
And, okay, has found him, and you know what? Lands here. Maybe if he had flash, could have made something happen, but he used that in the play on top.
It was a bit closer. Maybe it could have happened. Spell shield used by Handback to block the second part of the W.
Now we got the cocoon, and Hambach in a bit of trouble, has to flash away. And you can see that meanwhile, Nongshim, Gideon able to pick up all the Raptors pretty much.
Handback, the goal is just get a grub and get out. They're actually TPing in. He did get that smite. So he'd be happy just to leave now.
They're actually looking for the fight here as they want to take down Gideon. And it's not quite going to happen, but they do bully them out. Oh, that flash handshake though on a Lahens. And there you go, first blood. Also given over to Bro here. As a bit of damage from Mom, but that's about it. That do things, and we can build a comp around it. Rounding it out with Smolder wasn't on my bingo card, though. Looks like Bro, second objective. Just like, I mean, they know that he is right there, and they should be ready for it this time, I hope, for Nongshim, and they're just going to get one and get out and just try to deny the objective. Cocoon lands, but a cleanse, and Bullish is fine. As now the equalizer comes in after all of that. Palu in a bit of a rough spot, but he has the ability to maybe survive. No, he's going to go down, and Bessa as well. Morgan going way too deep. He's out, and that's 3 kills for Nongshim just like that.
Yeah, huge team fight comes out from Nongshim.
Bull is in trouble. Has to flash. Didn't have cleanse, so...
Yeah, some interesting things. So we had the lethal tempo come out. See what they can get done here. They're all looking.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going in with the dive, trying to get that back line, but it's just the Kalista ult once again to bounce up the Nocturne, but now, no, he's just going to be burnt to a crisp by the Rumble. Morgan finally takes out the Kalista, but at what cost? So many low health bars, though. Closer has to chase potential. That's a double kill for the Aurora. Very good stuff at the end of that fight for Bro. Again, the difference being, though, that the Rift Herald is going to spawn in 50 seconds, so Nongshim, they want to get this bursted down first. And looks like we are going to have the rest of Bro just hang around the top side of the map and just give this one up. So
yeah, it's good that Nongshim able to get this. Or maybe they just, it looks like a late contest is coming in. TP from King in. Can Gideon get there in time? I don't think so.
So they're going to give the pizza strength, and then they're going to go for the fight. The Renata Glass Gulch here just to try to get out. But look at the Wombo combo coming in, as we do have a kill from Closer to start out, though, and everybody survived. And now this Ambessa is just running wild, but again, not very fed. King in level 11 as well. That's going to scare them off. But again,
it's not like on Fisher. I'm not saying Fisher's not doing his job.
Oh boy. Well, we're in a lot of trouble here for Jiwoo, as there's just no escape. Hambach again making a play, and he's got one target. It's the Kalista every single time. Lands.
He's gone. Where'd he go?
Wait. Why was he there? That's a ton of damage, though, from the Rumble and the one tap with the auto. And an equalizer here. Kingan's like, all right, well, the Hens did that, but I am Kingan, and I am looking to get some extra kills on the board. Flash forward, but now the rest of the team is here. This is getting real messy as coming down is Bob Fisher looking for some extra kills. Bold, a nice flash away from the Q. Mid and top. You can at least try to beat it, right? There's not a lot of vision around here. As there's the Cocoon, and you have so much follow-up. Somebody had to check, and this time, unfortunately, it is
like, cool, we got a pick. Time to go Atakan. And they will lose Dragon in return, but, you know, it's a Dragon apiece. I don't think losing a Dragon here is that.
And then he had to go up against a Fed Rumble. But now they're looking for Lahens. And here's an equalizer, pretty good, and the follow-up into Hambach as we are just jumping on in, taking down the Nocturne, and looking for a bit more. Closer has to go into the ult and just hop away. But that's more fun, right? Unless, wow, that's a lot of, wow. I mean, Jiu, he's kind of out of the fight now, and he will be taken out. Hambach, he is going for those flowers. He is going for that 100 gold, and you know what? The backline is totally just destroyed. They will.
Like, you know what? It's go time. Jiu is on a ward, so they could just kill him.
I mean, they're all on a ward, and Bull just going to face check it with Cleanse, and that's going to be good. That's going to be the end of Jiwoo. As now, flash forward, the engaged Renata, and Morgan actually finds an angle. Can he do anything with it is the question. And can they kill Kingen? Another good question. As Hambach, he is not going to be revived. It does look like Kingen eventually should go down to closer here. They have vision. He's level 16. It is a huge kill to take down Kingen at this point in the game. Bro, keeping their hopes alive.
Yeah, and Nongshim should just be able to move over and pick up this dragon, but the fight going in favor, bro, not obviously ideal. Gold lead kept pretty close. Closer is just monstrously strong now on this Aurora, and it kind of feels like it's just, they just killed Jiwoo. Action, one spawned if there wasn't that much action. You would think the action one would have spawned, you know?
Yeah, well, Dan, I know maybe you're not up. Okay, we'll have to hold the memes. We do have King in a huge angle here, but also Closer in the front line. Paulo is just being beat down right now, but look at Fisher as well. I mean, Bull also pretty strong. Hambach looking for the Q, and one more would have done it from the Varus, but it's not quite in range.
He's lent towards Nongshim towards the later end, but yeah, Hambach?
They know he's here. At least they knew somebody was here. Nice fear timing. But now the ult's going to come in. There's the Mikhail, so you got to be careful not to go too deep for the Nocturne, as now Closer threatening it. Going on in, has the Zhonya. It's just the paranoia. Will he actually pull the trigger on it is the question. Not quite, but the Q goes in, and it's 2 kills. A 2-for-1 deal. One to the Varus, but he messed in! Equalizer, Kingen, and Fisher just burned the entire team down. And just like that, Jiwoo able to kite out Morgan. And yeah, they'll give it to Fisher. He picks up a triple.
So they have a little bit of a secure without the smite.
Varus Q, damage. Yeah, I mean, this is Kingen just dead. That was extremely risky up against these two.
And they're still going.
They're still going. And I mean, okay, it's going to go to the Callista. There you go. They didn't lose all that much. Just Kingen and yes, Fisher.
What gold can he get? Well, apparently a fair bit more. And yeah, this was such a messy, chaotic fight, which has been the talking point of this game so far. They kind of focus down a Hambach, get a bit of damage in. They're like, you know what, we can kill him. They get the Mikhails, they get him low. But yeah, I mean, this is the point of view we want to see, because at least, I mean, the Sejuani gets focused down, the Elise just kind of passively dies, so squishy. Oh my god, and with the Q from the Smolder that hit as well, uses the Zhonya's as well, so doesn't have to sit through the fear. Fisher as well, like the sinking of the burning and just everything. It was pretty brutal. So now, Nongshim firmly in control.
For now.
I say firmly. Somewhat weak grasp, you know?
Yeah.
They should be in control.
They have control.
They've got butter on their hands. It's so slippy.
Well, Morgan's dead. And, you know, it feels like sometimes building defensive items doesn't really matter because you might just die anyway. They're going to try to pull the trigger here onto the Smolder. And that is not going to work, Hambach.
Yep.
Especially with Gideon right there.
Closer not in range. Help out. Oh, the slow.
Okay, flash comes out of Bull, gets out.
I mean, you're happy with that. You know, you got the flash from Bull. A bit too comfortable blast going in there is all I'm going to say. Oh, King is looking.
He is looking. Still looking. That's a nice Zhonya's. Lahen's nearly dead. Closer going in. He's landed an ult. Hambach is in that back line. They're looking for him. They got the Smolder. And finally we have the equalizer, but it might not matter. It doesn't really do enough damage. They're at least able to kite out Morgan. And they take him down. Kingen now flashing on in. Hands shook, but he goes into Zhonya's. And that might just be enough. The burn damage is insane. And this Jiwoo is full health, and he's bouncing so quickly at Closer and Bull. 6th elemental drain.
There's still a lot of changes, I feel like, in the rosters for these two teams. But this is just everything I expected from Nongshim, bro. It's delivering again.
Sure?
Whoa!
is happening?
The confidence! He just dodged everything, juked them all. Burnt the ult from Morgan, the ult from Bull, Handbag burnt his ult. I guess, just dodge. It's that simple.
Just flap at them. I don't know. And there you go, no cleanse. Bull's dead, I would imagine. Yeah, they just pile all the ults in onto him, and Paula will follow up. It looks like Nongshim have finally figured it out for now, as Fisher here in mid just taking out the inhibitor while Closer holds the wave.
It's only mission, but I presume there's like a blue trinket available. Can he steal it?
It's going to be Closer to get Vision, but it's too late. Too little, too late. Nongshim get the Baron, and Closer is spotted. So maybe with the whole team, you can take him down.
Oh, he just juked them.
Oh, wait, no, he's going
back.
back. No! He went back to where they were going.
Keep running Closer. Buy time. This is good.
Okay.
1,000 gold for Kingen, as if he needed that.
No,
Bro is struggling right now. You know who else is definitely struggling right now?
Who's that?
Degon is definitely struggling right now. I can picture his face on the desk in dismay.
Yeah, it's a slow burn. These bro games, they gave you so much hope too. But Nongshim were just better. That equalizer was not better. Yeah, there's Degon.
There he is.
That really just sums up
Hey,
how
he
all
looks
the
like I imagined him.
But, bro, maybe just giving us an extra game. Here goes, bro. That's a very nice ult. Looking for that back line, but I don't think they have the damage. Okay, Morgan going in. He's going to send it, but that's about it. As meanwhile, Lahen's actually buying a lot of time here on the back line. He'll get his own kill as well, just to die. But yeah, this game is over, guys. We had so many kills in this one, 44 by the end of it.
You know what? It's a lot of damage, don't get me wrong, but I honestly thought he might have broken like 50k. He was just kind of toasting people, but he definitely deserving 42.1k damage. Closer, though, tried his hardest. He really did.
Definitely a different angle here. Going with the gangplank.
I kind of like it, honestly. I feel like they have the setup already. They have CC for the rest of the composition. The GPL is also really powerful against like a Zyra, just dropping that down. And she's so immobile, so difficult to play around. And it gives you a bit more of a scaling element. I feel like both of these compositions had a lot of like late game oomph, really, like the Corki, Ezreal, Zyra, Jax, and I think if you went something like the Gragas, maybe you could struggle in those later team fights a little bit. So giving a third carry to Kingen, and honestly, considering the performance Kingen played on last game, I think he deserves a carry.
So here we go. Anyway, we got a couple of scaling comps, and we'll see who can go the longest as we get on to the Rift for game number 2.
I like the fire option is better. It's really hard to actually see because he turns so quickly when you're looking. Maybe if he stands still briefly.
I feel like a pirate dog would be pretty useful, though, right?
It'd be pretty cool as well.
That's not true yet.
I've partaken in alcohol before.
That is true.
It's crazy to say.
I have seen.
I am just a normal water guy. Yeah, Guinness, decent said, Yeah.
It's because you're half Irish. Right? Quarter Irish.
My granny is Irish.
Still, there's technically a way for me to get it.
I'm pretty sure there would be.
At this point, though, I'm probably aiming for the Korean.
Maybe that can be the focus of this cast. It's just buying guys.
Morgan, he thought he was safe, and maybe he is.
He is. He's fine.
He's totally fine. Yeah, baits out expertly the ultimate. Does have to pay his flash for that, but it's just like paying the bro tax. Everybody's happy to pay the bro tax. Hambag is level 5.
Yeah, this is a reminder if you haven't paid your bro tax.
Yeah, go ahead and do that right now. There's the oranges. He's totally fine. Just a bit of prep.
Yeah. Both teams trying to put some pressure on these structures. Bro, decent amount ahead, and they have the 3 grubs, so they're definitely getting some good mileage on this tower. Meanwhile, Nongshim mostly just clearing on the minions. They are looking for Morgan. He will do that thing where he presses Q.
Nice try, guys. I mean, you got him down. You chunked him. Have 40.
I don't know if you know much about Jax, but he has this ability. I'm sure people.
Why is he still? Okay, he might die now, actually. In a bit of trouble, in a lot of trouble. Yeah, he's dead. That's going to be first blood. Given over to Nongshim. Well, speaking of that, we are having a fight here over the red buff, which is going to leash. And here comes an arrow. Oh, that was so close. Maybe if he had the streamer client, that would have hit. Oh, very nice angle here, trying to get in, but Paulo just gets out of that one as he's able to cancel it out. Yeah, I mean, they had the kind of barrage, and they were like, oh, maybe we've got the damage. I mean, they're in a pretty good spot. That arrow's going to hit. It's going to get a cleanse at a bull. Pretty nice to make sure that they're keeping that cleanse on cooldown. Morgan? I mean, he's just standing here taking cues and barrels to the face. I mean, he's going to be
unprecedented, honestly.
Now, because Bro have generously said, okay, you can take the dragon, Nongshim will take it.
Yeah, so after this dragon gets secured, if you look at the feats of strength, they'll be completely even. And I think Bro just they want a fair fight. Herald in a minute 30, they're ready to throw down. When it's hands barreling down towards bot lane.
You've outdone yourself. Cannon Barrage going to come down here. He's got barrels. That wave is gone. Can they kill him through this? Paulo is dead, and Kingen says, well, I'm just going to try to just run away from this and make sure that I don't give as many assists as possible and run away from the turret.
Herald, this is the all or nothing.
Well, this is where they give Nongshim a little bit of a, it's like giving them a little bit of a into the game. They're like, okay, you can have the feats of strength.
No, they have to fight it. Come on, bro. This is what it's been waking up to.
Yeah,
this is a show. This is the bro down.
Gideon has been, frightened by the play so far. Paulo getting kited out here, and yeah, Gideon he had enough. He just ran away.
Wait, Kingen's not here. He just have TP, but he's not here, and he doesn't have ultimate. So maybe bro just take this.
Yeah, Nongshim, I think you shouldn't take a page out of Bro's handbook this time around. You should definitely fight over this. A huge objective with the feat of strength. Kingen just killing the turret instead, and Ziu has cleanse, so they're just going to give it away.
You know what? You definitely could take it, but it's not the most impactful soul. Yeah.
You might as well.
I love how we talk about feats of strength and Dragon's soul, soul feat.
Yeah, that's cool. We have Paulo in a bit of trouble, but he is Leona. They are doing everything they can to take him out, and he will go down, but Gideon is the trade, and Lahens as well. So, bro, do fight back, and here comes Fisher, gonna get the flash out of Morgan. Kingen says, thank you very much. I will clean that up and pick up a kill for myself. Ziu dodging everything. Not actually intending on fighting. He's just going in to make some cool dodges.
It's just mind gaming at this point.
The E forward, bit of...
Oh, he took that one.
Gatling gun. Kingen's still here, so is Fisher.
Yeah, I don't think he can go up for that turret. Scrappy, I think is the way to describe that. But we have a lot more kills now, I guess. And Nongshim just heading over the dragon.
Double the kills.
That's some quick math.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be secured by Nongshim. No real... I mean, maybe a steal from closer? No, they're going to wait for the jungler.
Yeah.
That's no fun. Oh, what? What?
Okay. So, Closer generously going to hand his flash over. Bit of damage, going to delay the back.
If Morgan had just kind of stood there and taken it, that would have been pretty giga shot.
Yeah. That respect. Oh. Absolutely. Arrow going to sail wide, and now they're re-engaging. This is a very squishy Rel, but now the engage coming in from Gideon. Tons of damage on the Hambach, and now Fisher, he's desperately still finding the Azir angle. He can't find a single one in this game. And it's not going to happen again.
You know, I just... maybe just sit back and do damage. You know, maybe it's like a Wolves winning ult. We'll be like, this is where he started, now he's here.
Oh, nice little angle from Fisher. That's a nice amount of harass damage. Now Paulo in a rough spot, and the first onto the two of them, they just pop like balloons. And now Bro have no chance of going for this Atakan. Still ahead on gold, but that doesn't matter in this game, let's be real.
Yeah, Nongshim able to secure the Voracious Atakan, and this is a pretty huge buff to get. Just good play. No one went for any unnecessary shuffles, and they just cleaned up on Bro, die on Baron, and give them Baron. Yeah, that's something to be avoided, I would say.
Yeah.
Bro are just unwavering.
They are going in. They are going in. They don't care about revives. Do you think they care about the new rules of the Rift? No, absolutely not. And Fisher still looking for it. He is going to get the kill at least.
They have still some time on the buff. They have Ocean Soul, so they can sustain up. I think this is just the play.
Yeah, you might as well. I don't, unless something goes incredibly wrong, you should be totally fine to take this one down. As the Ezreal going to do a bit of damage, maybe looking for the steal here is Hambach, but he's late. Now looking to take him down. Lehens gets a decent angle with that one, but the knockup from the Zyra ult is actually doing pretty well to this frontline bro, trying to get as much as they possibly can. They're going to get 2 kills, and maybe a bit more here. Flash on in from Morgan, very nice. As Kingen, maybe a bit too scary for them. The difference between Ruler and Ju so far in this game. We are feeling it. But yeah, it's so difficult to engage into this Maokai, as that is a massive Zyra ultimate, though. Gonna knock up 4 of them, and now bit of damage coming in. The poke as well from the Ezreal. You see Fisher, he's listening. He's sitting back. He's got soldiers in position. He's doing damage.
If he's
just not overextending.
If he just doesn't go in and try and shuffle, it's weird.
Gonna take a blue buff, and actually maybe a Zyra as well. Hambach just kind of going for a little walk in the jungle, find some enemies.
He was so nonchalant about it as well. It wasn't like he was kind of cautiously moving up. He was like, this I'm a plant. This jungle is full of plants. This is my place to be.
Ocean Rift,
and he actually died to a plant, because Maokai is also a plant. So maybe learning some lessons about fauna.
There you go. Well, here's the engage onto Eclipse Leona. They don't seem to care, though, because they have enough damage. They're far enough ahead, and the zoning is huge with the barrels and the cannon barrage. So there you go. Nomesim just kind of taking whatever they want at this point, looking for the inhibitor in the top lane. Closer desperately.
The currency that went to the moon.
Well, maybe next time. The arrow this time is going to hit Ju. He's also going to tank it up like a Giga Chan himself. He's going to go down, and so is Lehens. And all of a sudden, bro get a couple of kills.
And Elder's up in 10 seconds. It's winnable.
How is this happening?
It's just another bro. Oh! That didn't do as much damage as I thought it would.
Yeah. I guess not quite the tempo he was looking for. That did a lot more.
Yeah.
A lot. That was Leona.
Yeah. Praying for the crit, I guess.
Yeah.
It's 3v4. Junglers both up. Let's see what happens.
I believe in Nomesim. Oh, the timing, Fisher! He finally figured it out. It was perfect when he needed it most, and he lives until the very end, until he dies. Kingen still here, bro. He's like, I'm gonna solo this. You can't solo.
Wait, he's TPing the end.
He's TPing.
He's going.
He's going into the. Wait, there's
no
not a
minion. Wait, the Elder. I don't think Bull's
like, wait, you have smite. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
I'm dying. What is going on? Okay, they got the Elder. They have Elder. They have Ocean Soul.
Take Zodia.
They have a lot of stuff. But do they have the power of friendship?
I mean, maybe not as much as bro, but I think they'll take the 2-0 instead. I think they'll be happy with it this time around for Nomesim.
Oh, the arrow.
This time gonna connect onto Palu, and the engage is clean as well. Lehens getting it done at the very end, as Morgan as well just being burned to a crisp. The Elder Dragon is too strong, and Nomesim are too strong tonight as they will take the 2-0 over the bros. The generous Giga Chads will give it to them this time. And Nomesim, with this roster, with this new roster, we were expecting some good stuff to happen against Ezreal, Corki, Leona.
Yeah.
It's hard.
He's done so much. He's just pumping the numbers.
Do you think we get 11?
Thank you very much. This is here for the POM interview translation, joined by Kingen on the side of Nomesim Red Force, who took down OKC St. Brion. Congratulations, how do you feel?
사실
after the loss
민폐 끼치는 게 아닌가 이런 좀 불편한
I felt like
생각도
we were causing so
들었는데요.
much nuisance
오늘
to
승리로 그런 감정을
Group
떨쳐낼 수
Elder.
있어서 기분 좋은 것 같습니다.
But with today's victory, I think we were able to come back and overcome those feelings. And you got such a high damage Rumble play in game 1 and game plank after that as well.
사실
So
좀
how are you
템피언이
able
되게
to
잘
upkeep
맞았던 것
this
같아요.
output?
첫 경기, 두 경기
I think
전부
our
다
team
상대가 좀
synergy
뚜벅이
actually
챔피언들이 있었는데
really paid
이제
off,
럼블이랑
and I think the
갱플랭크라는
draft
챔피언 특성상 좀 그런 뚜벅이
with
챔프들한테 강점이
how
있어서
Rumble
그래서
and
딜량을 좀 잘
Gangplank
넣은 것 같습니다.
also
사실 갱플랭크는
does
이번
in
LCK 컵에
a
처음
draft
등장하긴 했습니다.
against
상대 픽을 보고
a lot of the
갱플랭크를
immobile
픽하신
champions that we had on the enemy team actually worked
사실
out
다른
really well.
챔피언이랑 좀 고민을 했었는데요.
And I actually did
갱플랭크가
consider picking
좀
other
지금
champions,
좀
but
맛보기에
for Gangplank, I think
굉장히 좀 좋은 판이다. 네, 좀 그렇게
currently-
생각을 해서 뽑게 된 것 같습니다.
for game 2, I felt like it was a really good pick just based on what everything played out during the draft.
정말 독보적인 존재감을 뽐내셨습니다. 오늘
There was
POM
so much
어제 좀
presence by you
만장일치
in both
노려봐도
games
좋을 것
1 and
같은데 어떻게
2, so
생각하시는지
I
궁금하네요.
think it's fair to say that you got unanimous player of the match votes. What do
받을
you think?
만한 판이라고 생각을
그쵸?
두번 다
yeah, I
해가지고
guess
한번
I
기대해
did
보도록
feel like
하겠습니다.
좋습니다.
both
이따가
games
제가 분석 데스크에서
I
한번
did
확인해
deserve
드리도록
unanimous
하겠습니다.
votes.
자,
So
그리고 1세트
we'll find
때는 또
out
리헨즈
during
선수의
the-
서폿 앨리스가
the breakdown at the
등장했습니다.
space.
게임 종료
And
후에
in game
보이스를
one,
들어보니까
Elise support from Lee Hans
이런
made an
이야기를
appearance.
하시던데 생각보다 좀
And after that game,
아쉬우셨나
Lee
봐요.
Hans
어떤
said Elise
반응이셨나요?
tastes terrible, so perhaps he
사실
was more
저는
disappointed than
게임하면서 굉장히
expected.
좋다
What did
생각하고
you think?
있었는데
You know, during the game, I thought he was really good. So when I heard, yeah, it tastes terrible, I was like, oh, I don't think it was that bad.
별의별 이상한 챔프 다 해가지고
But to be honest, Lee Hans, besides from Elise, he does pick a lot of these weird champions. And I think Elise is really,
팀원들 입장에서는 어떠세요?
it counts
그런
as one
특이한
of his
픽들이
normal
나오는 게
picks,
좋으세요?
honestly. So do you like these kind of strange picks from him?
근데 보시는
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that it's really fun to watch.
재미있는 게 굉장히 크고
And also play
그리고
from
뭔가
his perspective.
나만 데이터가 있는 챔피언을 해서 상대방의
And having
플레이를
the
좀 해줄 수
champion
있는
that only you
그런
have the
상황도
data
많이
for
연출이 되다 보니까 굉장히 좋은 것
is
같아요.
also
생각했던
something
것보다
that really
굉장히 더 많은 것
plays out
같습니다.
well.
그리고 농심을 합류하게 된 계기가 지우 리엔즈 선수 때문이다.
And you
이런
said
인터뷰를 봤습니다.
That you
직접
joined
게임을
Nongshim
펼쳐보니까
because of Jiu and Lee Hans in an
어떠신가요?
interview. So now that you got to play as a
예상한
team,
만큼
what do you
당연히
have to say?
좋고요. 일단
Yeah,
지우
it's just
선수
as
같은
great as
경우에는
expected.
한타 때
And
좀
as for
최적의
Jiu,
딜을 할 수 있는 상황을 스스로 좀 잘 만들어
In
낸다고 생각을
team
했는데
fights, he
그
always
부분
tries to
굉장히
come
잘해주고
up
있는 것
with
같고
contributions
지우
to
형은
how
근데
to maximize
제
his
생각보다 훨씬 더
damage
좋은 것
output.
같아요.
So
좀 팀적으로
I think Lee Hans
긍정적인
also
영향을 굉장히 많이
does a lot
준다고
of
생각을 해서
positive things
제
during team fights
기대보다
as
더
well.
좋게 되고 있는 것 같습니다.
대기실 가면 칭찬
So I
많이
think
받으실 것
it's been
같은데요.
a lot better than what I had expected.
알겠습니다. 이렇게 해서 이제 농심의 첫 승과 동시에 장르
And with
그룹에게
Nongshim's
다섯 번째
first
승리가
victory,
정리됐습니다.
you secured
현재
Group
지금
Elder's
5대 1인
fifth
상황인데요.
victory.
어떻게
And the
생각하세요?
current score is 5-1. What do
사실상
you
좀
think?
역전이 힘들지 않나 그렇게 생각을 하고
You know, now I'm just
좀
thinking that it's
여유롭게
really going to be hard
가도
for
장르팀이 이기지 않을까
them to come back.
생각을 하고 있습니다.
그런가요?
So I think
그러면
we
이번
can
주말에
honestly
경기를
start
펼칠
playing
나머지
easy.
4개의
It'll be good.
장르팀원들에게 한 말씀 해주시죠.
And anything you'd like to say to Group
다음
Elder
주도
teams for the weekend matches?
이번 주처럼 정말 다 이겼으면 좋겠습니다. 장로팀 화이팅!
Now I want us to go ahead and keep on winning.
선수와 인터뷰
Group
나눠봤습니다.
Elder
감사합니다.
fighting. And
축하드립니다.
that's the end of the
감사합니다.
interview with Kingen. And back to the
분석
space. Thank
데스크
you.